Hi Taurus, love and light to you here. Thank you all so much, for tuning in. And we're here with your August reading. Thank you again for your patience with it. It's been just totally, absolutely crazy. And we've been in the Mercury retrograde period, and we've been in the Sun in Cancer and the eclipse season. And yeah, we're having some major cycles here that we're moving through, right? But Taurus, we're here specifically with you, and thank you again for your patience with this reading. Let's get on with it for you in particular. Taurus, during August, I'm seeing specifically that, for a number of you, I'm seeing that there's something that you want to clear the air with, and it really comes down, Taurus, to what you are, what you are freeing the space to talk about. And at the end of the day, I'm hearing really, Taurus, it's a matter of time. Okay, it's like if you're gonna give your time to hold a certain conversation, you're gonna do it. And if you're not, or if someone else may not, then maybe I'm hearing it's also not time. So for a number of you, I'm hearing there is something that you're really gaining clarity on. It could be in that way of, well, it's a matter of what I'm giving time to. Aha. Now, if I want to make this clear, I'm hearing as well for a number of you, I've got to very clearly kind of also address it. And for a number of you, I'm seeing that there is something that perhaps you are dynamically engaging, you are directly addressing in a more public way, that perhaps in the past you felt like, I want to just kind of like, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna slide around the storm. I'm hearing as well the stormy conversation. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing two people who are kind of like overdue for a conversation. We're just gonna say it like that. Like they've really been ringing around that rosy there, and it hasn't been really growing roses lately. What's up with that? Okay, I'm hearing specifically. And Taurus, I'm hearing it's been a matter of Winnie the Pooh and his hot pot of punny. Of honey. And for a number of you, it's so interesting because I just had this vision of like telling like stories, like children nighttime stories, like cuddling and telling nighttime stories. It's interesting. Anyways, Taurus, but I'm hearing I know some of you are like, that's real weird. I don't know why she's talking about that. Okay, well, for those of you who have not watched, okay, in the past, there could be some abstract. This is like a channel message, right? So there's a channeling of the energy and the information, whatever else, and sort of in the psychic field, okay? But anyways, Taurus, I'm hearing the hot pot. Again, I'm hearing also of money. Now, okay, so for a number of you, I am seeing that there is somewhat of a little bit of like a very long way to go. I'm hearing with matters of communication. I'm hearing when it comes to the commitment point, okay, and I'm seeing that there is it's a matter of investment, and when does investment not come through for Taurus? Right? Taurus is an earth sign. They're very much involved in the strategy side of things. Oftentimes it can be. Everybody's different. Everyone's got a very complex chart, right? You're not, if you are a sun sign Taurus, you're not just Taurus. You also have a moon sign. You got a Venus sign. You got a Mars sign. They've all got house placements and so on and so forth, and they're all interacting uniquely with one another, right? Energetically. So there are a lot of factors that go into that space. It's not just like, oh, you're a Taurus, so you love singing. Okay, well, yeah, it can be, but not always is going to be kind of like black and white, laid out in that way, like an algorithm, okay? So that's the way I see it, at least, with the sun in Taurus specifically. But anyhow, okay, no rules, right? But the feeling is that, again, Taurus, there's something that, like, I know I'm seeing, it's interesting, I'm seeing someone like wanting to, like, I don't know, like it's a very luxurious energy, which is interesting because I am seeing it as related to a confrontation, okay? Like I'm seeing someone even like caressing like someone's like chest hair. I don't know, like they're just like running their hands with someone's chest hair, like thick, just, I'm hearing Wattpad. Oh, I'm seeing this could even be through writing. Now, again, I'm hearing like, again, like I'm seeing someone like running their hands through someone's like chest hair. And they're like, tell me, Chester. I'm hearing, tell me, love me. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing that really what they're talking about when they're talking about also making love, I'm hearing, is what they're going to make the banknote statement out to kind of like lease out the property out to. I don't know why it's coming through. It's always take it as you will, dear Taurus. But the feeling is that, when we're talking about also Top Gun, I'm hearing really talking also about money. I don't know what that's about. Again, it's like I'm seeing there's an overlap between like between fantasy even and like financials. And it's like, ooh, that's a matter of the delivery system, and someone is not ready to deliver. I'm hearing I'm hearing their stake there. I don't know what that's about. No, okay. Now again, I am seeing, like, it's interesting, Taurus. I'm really seeing someone, like, they were getting someone ready to, like, have a certain conversation. They're, like, massaging them, okay? And they're like, talk to me, tell me. I'm hearing, tell me you want me. Is that a song? Okay, well, it's like, tell me. I'm hearing, tell me you. I'm hearing that you wrote the letter. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing someone like wanting to have assuredness even in some kind of way that someone is going to kind of commit to something or be involved in something. And it has to do with the tailgate announcement. I don't know what that's about, but there's a lot of testing there. Okay, and someone knows what's up, all right? I'm hearing it's not like, you think you can kind of schmooze. I'm hearing Sherlock there. Okay, I'm hearing their last name's Holmes for a reason, and they know when you're home and when you're not, and they know when you're home for certain reasons and when you're holding the front door open for others. Okay, it's like there's something that perhaps someone feels is a little bit awkward to talk about as well, but it's not just that. It's actually more. It's more a matter of the auctioning. I don't know what that's about, but I'm hearing auctioning of the announcement again. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm hearing it's a little testing ground. I'm hearing as well for certain theories, and I'm seeing there's almost been this question of like a dynamic that certain people hold, and it's been a little weird. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like certain people, perhaps even they felt like, I don't know, can I like fully trust them? Like maybe there's something about even a prenup agreement. I don't know what that's about, but it's like I don't know. Can I really like trust them? Like that pot that they planted. I'm hearing, or that plant that they potted. Like I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like, is that really like do they are they watering that thing? Like are they gonna really make that thing grow? Like again, I don't know what that's alluding to. It could be like someone maybe even makes you an offer, or like makes you even I'm hearing gives you a title or a position, and they're like, something about the way that it was also taken out of the box made it kind of seem like it wasn't really tailored. Okay, like it wasn't really actually also tested out, and someone maybe feels like there needs to be more talking around that space, like there needs to be more also application dedication to the question of when we talk about it and when we don't. And again, I'm seeing that that's a matter of timing. Like it's a choice. It is a choice, and we either make time for it or we don't. So I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Maybe someone feels like there is a little bit of evading of a conversation or whatever it is. I'm hearing let's not take the pool out of the water. I'm hearing, and the water out of the pool. I'm hearing it's a matter of how we splash in the end zone there. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing with the announcement. And I'm seeing I'm hearing certain people have certain positions here that they play. I'm hearing agendas as well. Let's not get too into that. I'm hearing it might be political, but it's more about the place on the map. I'm hearing in the context of the announcement, and I'm seeing someone kind of realizes that they're going to have to take their Jersey Shore attitude elsewhere. I don't know what that's about, okay? No judgments at all, okay? But yeah, if you're from Jersey, if you're not, if you know someone from Jersey, like it's not a matter of, the judgment there, okay? And I'm seeing someone is kind of like, again, like almost they feel it's awkward to announce something, not because it's awkward, but because of how it's opened up, okay? Like kind of, 1 second, I'm hearing ordered, okay, ordered. Now I'm seeing someone feeling that it could be legal, it could be contractual, where someone maybe kind of like, can we squeeze in that one little that one little sailboat there? I don't know what that's about, but okay. I'm seeing someone kind of feeling like, well, is it a matter of the salt in the water and I'm hearing the salinity of the solution. And this came through, it was, I believe, for Leo, perhaps even Pisces, but I believe it was for Leo, possibly Aries. I've done Aries, Leo, and Pisces. So again, it could be one of those. But again, I'm seeing someone like, and there is perhaps a focus on what decision is being made collectively. For a number, I'm hearing it as an agreement, and it is involving a number of people. This is not like, I'm hearing just Nat King Cole, I'm hearing, and her dad. I don't know what that's about, but okay, Taurus, like, take your Top Gun shoes, I'm hearing, out of the closet. I'm hearing because it's time to tap dance. I'm hearing with the shoes on this time. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm so focused on the positioning of this pillow. Okay, there's something about, if you think about a pillow, it plays a sort of practical role, right, on the bed. It is a matter of positioning, and it's a matter of sort of form, and it's a matter of how it's sort of packed, and it's, you know, its volume and its width and its depth, and it plays a practical purpose in a way, the pillow does, and it's a bit abstract, I know, but okay. And I'm getting that at the same time, though, I'm hearing Lauren. I'm hearing so strongly Lauren, and I'm hearing Pisces. I'm hearing Conrad. I am hearing Conrad. Okay, I always take it as you will. But the feeling is like, I'm seeing like it is practical, but at the same time, it's also a matter of presentation, right? And it is sensory. It's a matter of also personality. It's like everyone likes a different pillow. Okay, it's like, yeah, I'm hearing everyone has a different sort of also perception of the pillow, right? It's not just the way it's positioned. I'm hearing also on the table, okay, for the discussion. So for whenever I'm seeing someone maybe feels like also there are two ways to look at a certain situation. I'm hearing two sides of a coin, and they don't want to have to like characterize it as like it's either legal or it's not. It's either, you know, but I'm seeing at the same time, I'm hearing there's a little bit of, I'm hearing salt in the grains there. I don't know what that's about again, but always take it as you will. Now, yeah, okay, to say in the way Pisces, I'm hearing strongly here. Leo, I'm hearing as well. I'm hearing again Lauren so strongly. It's like, you know, it's at the end of the day going to be, wow, 1 second. Taurus. I'm like, okay, wow, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm brushing the pillow like to one side, okay? Like in the fur, it's not really fur, it's just this synthetic sort of material that has it's I don't really know what it is, but it's like, it has contrasting colors to it, kind of like if it's brushed on one end, okay, it looks more gray in tone, and then if you brush the other, it looks more like darker in hue and black almost. And so and when I brush it to this lighter side of gray, this lighter sort of shade, this tone of gray, there's a character that literally is like traced, okay, and it looks like a fox. Okay, it looks like a fox, like a cat, kind of. And then I'm hearing also crocodile. I'm hearing investment, big time. And then there is another character here when I'm brushing it, and I see a shark. Okay, right there. And I see also, I see a shark, but there's also like this little like piglet snout. I don't know what that's about, but anyways, I'm just kind of like reading this, interpreting the pillow dance here. Okay, now, yeah, but you would have never seen that, right? Unless you had brushed the material here of this pillow to the other side, and then it would kind of be illuminated. It would kind of come out. So yeah, it's really interesting here. I'm hearing the letter C. Now, all right, dear Pisces. I'm hearing Pisces so strongly. Okay. I'm seeing also, it was an anteater. Yeah, like an armadillo. Okay. Anyways, and I'm seeing a rabbit. The armadillo overlapping, how it's like morphing characters here. These characters are overlapping, and I'm seeing a turtle here. Right, but it's the same overall shape, but when I brush it, I'm seeing different characters, okay? But specifically, I'm seeing with the fox, it's kind of like looks like a lion cub even now, and it's looking like a lion cub. It's looking like a fox, and then it's looking kind of like a cat. So it's like there's something about even transitioning here, okay? And this could be over time, through time, yeah. But I am seeing like a baby cub. I'm seeing a lion, big time, right here. I'm seeing a lion right now, right here. Okay. Like a cat with a nose, and it goes like that. Okay, almost like it looks like a Winnie the Pooh face, but it's got like there's something there. Okay. Anyways, Pisces, I'm hearing so strongly, and predilection. I'm hearing strongly. I'm hearing boar, wild boar. Like there's a boar and there's a lion and they're talking to each other. Isn't this in the Lion King? Oh my goodness. Isn't this in the Lion King where the Simba is like best friends with like this little armadillo? It looks like a pig. Okay, it looks like a pig, but with like ears, big ears that kind of look like an armadillo. I don't know if an armadillo has ears, but that's what I'm imagining. It looks kind of like, okay, cross between a boar, or no, let's not go there. Okay, I'm hearing Leo strong. I don't know what that's alluding to, but a boar, okay, and it's got these big pig ears. Looks like pig ears. Almost like rabbit ears, but pig, and then it's got this sort of armadillo. I'm hearing quad. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, anyways, I'm hearing Parent Trap. Okay, now all right. Let's not get too into the. I'm hearing the pre-sequel, the sequel announcement. I'm hearing there's a lot of translation here. Okay, I'm hearing there are a lot of different also terms. I'm hearing that we're going to be announcing pretty soon. I'm hearing that for number and it could be related to a certain contract that you're getting ready to kind of set. But I'm hearing it's gonna be talked about. I'm hearing it's gonna need to be talked about. I'm hearing it not just one time. I'm hearing 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. It's gonna take time. Again, I'm hearing time, and we need to be willing to have. I'm hearing time set out to actually take. I'm hearing the measurements here. I'm hearing as well, and so there could be something actually that you're really tailoring, and be it an actual whatever it is, a piece of like a product even, or a property. I'm hearing that you might be kind of like thinking, what's really going to be the I'm hearing the scale for growth. Okay, and so you could be even researching demographics. Okay, and thinking, well, what would make this, I'm hearing this project really pop. I'm hearing as well, and so there could be a question of what's practical, but also well positioned in terms of the greater trends that are kind of ongoing in this industry. For a number of you, it might be related to something that is even cyclical or even political. Okay, where you're like, it's not just our project; it's our project within the context of the whole population. Okay, I'm hearing this is like not just Peter and Pan. I'm hearing as one person. This is like Peter needs to realize. I'm hearing that the Pan is not just one that he holds. I'm hearing in his hand. Okay, I don't know who was on a good episode of what is it? What is that cooking show that gets real dramatic? What is it? The Last Chef Standing? I don't know. That's not even a show, I think. But anyways, no, there is a show that is specifically related to cooking, and there are like these cooks who are like in the back, and I'm hearing corridors specifically, and they're like. And they're totally turned off by the way that the whole legal structure is set up here. I'm hearing for the whole town. I don't know what that's about, be it the industry or be it the kind of community. I'm hearing court as well. I almost said court there, and specifically for the legacy to be left. And it's like someone feels like this is not accommodating. Like I'm sitting here and I'm taking all of the trash out. I'm talking about all of the I'm hearing the tables that I've served. I'm hearing that I've waited on, all of the discussions that I've had at them. I'm hearing, and I am not even being compensated for the time that I've taken to tell you that. Like, hold on a second. Like, the fact that I need to even make it clear makes me feel that things are not right here. And so for a number of you, I'm hearing you're getting ready to kind of take down the I'm hearing the seal. I'm hearing the advisory notice. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing someone like, I'm not joking around here. No. I'm hearing I will really take it to I'm hearing T. I'm hearing L. I'm hearing so strongly again. It's like, I will take it. I'm hearing back to I'm hearing San. I'm hearing SAN. I'm hearing Saint Germain. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I'm hearing San Lucas. I'm hearing as well islands. Now it's like, yeah, I'm hearing this is not just like, the universe in its bubble. I'm hearing this is the new beginning. I'm hearing, and sometimes it starts with a big bang. And yeah, I'm hearing it might be a pop. I'm hearing of the balloon that we've all hold together. I'm hearing the same hand. Okay, I don't know what that's alluding to. It could be something that you and a number of people have been involved in by way of investment. Maybe you have the same kind of contract, or maybe you could be, let's say, even I'm hearing in an environment where you're working with a lot of different people, and it's just not adding up. I'm hearing, and that can be financial. That could be also in terms of your. I'm hearing you're talking. I don't know what that's alluding to. Anyways, now the feeling is, and I'm hearing not properly compensated. I'm hearing wages. Okay, now the feeling I'm getting is that you're not going to wait. I'm hearing also for Walter to wink at you and tell you that I'm hearing his last name is your first. I don't know. I'm hearing single hit. I don't know. One hit wonder. I'm hearing as well. Like, I'm hearing this is not a matter of getting on someone's board as well. I'm hearing to get the advisory passed through. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but it's like this is a matter of how we work on I'm hearing our walk and our talk for the announcement. I'm hearing regardless of who's going to be watering the plants with us at that point. I'm hearing if we're standing on stage with a potted plant in our hand and we believe in what I'm hearing the presidency campaign really should trump out here. I don't know what that's alluding to. Always take it as you will. Then I'm hearing let it be. I'm hearing me and my potted plant. I'm hearing we're going to be going to Cabo. I'm hearing Cabo San Lucas. I'm hearing Lucas. I'm hearing St. Mark's. I'm hearing strongly. I'm hearing Lucas Island. I don't know what that's about. I'm hearing for venture capital. And you watch us sink or swim. I'm hearing we are gonna make it. I'm hearing me and Mary Jane. Oh, whoa. Okay, Lauren. I'm hearing Lauren again. I don't know why that's coming through. Now I'm seeing a raccoon right here, and I'm hearing the letter T. Now the feeling is, Taurus, that you are not you're not testing. I'm hearing you're not testing. I'm hearing the thumbtacky. I'm hearing the thumbtacky. Is it the tacky that you put on the wall? I'm hearing you're not gonna like sit there and like press on it and see how far it goes into the wall. Okay, I'm hearing like, does it really hold? I'm hearing, is that gonna be the end of the line there when it all falls down? Who's that by? Mary J. Blige? It's like, no, I'm hearing I'm not gonna sit here and also make myself I'm hearing a surf-free dinner. I don't know what that's about. Okay, but I'm seeing something like even undisclosed. Like I'm seeing someone even in like a private remote location, and they're like just kind of like doing their I'm hearing their due diligence there. I don't know what that's about. I'm hearing their direction there. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing it as like someone who even like works from home, and they're like, I'm not gonna just sit here and tether the ball around here. I'm hearing with broken glass. I'm hearing on the floor. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I'm seeing someone maybe was again like maybe silent for a period of time, and they didn't like talk back even about something. They didn't give a response, and then someone felt like this is not telling me anything. Okay, like maybe someone just was actually kind of neutral on a subject as well when it came down to it. And though the feeling I'm getting is that whatever that space was, I'm seeing that there was then the recognition of like, well, if I just sit here and I tell myself, I'm hearing pretty little stories. I'm hearing I'm not gonna get down to I'm hearing the life. I'm hearing the life that I see myself living. Okay, and so for a number, I'm hearing where there has been a little bit maybe of even like a little bit of a feeling of like avoidance. Okay, like do I really want to like actually make it official also? Do I want to like really also make it public? Do I want to share this information also with others? And I'm seeing it as even related to like a recipe. I don't know what this is alluding to, but like something that you felt very like it's your sacred sauce. I'm hearing as well, sacred sauce. And it's like, do I really want to like, I'm hearing emblazon. I think that's don't know what that is. French, I think that's a word. Okay, but anyways, it's like, do I really want to like tell them what's in the glaze? And I'm seeing someone like, I'm seeing actually like a chef who's like a Michelin star like chef. I'm hearing the letter G, and they're like in their like their wine cellar with this like this I'm hearing gambon. That's like what is it? I'm hearing master chef cuisine artist, and it's like I'm seeing like they've got this recipe for a certain dish, but they're not willing to share it with anyone. I don't know what that's about, but they're isolating their I'm hearing their chance to be well known in the industry. Okay, and I'm seeing someone like, so they have traveled. I mean, again, I'm hearing St. Mark's, St. Lucas, like they've traveled to some remote location, remote island, and they're like on this island in the cellar, and they're just cooking this thing on their own, and they're just eating it themselves, and they're like, I want to share this with the world, but that would mean making it, you know, kind of more known, and like, you know, I don't win the race if I'm hearing on the radio announcing my I'm hearing my hit list there. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing for a number of you that maybe it's something related to feeling that you don't, let's say that you go public with something, right? It's like, then there will be a lot of questions naturally, and that might be the feeling of, well, you know, if I am to come out with this, there would be a lot of questions, and it would bring me to more publicly also acclaim what my desires are in this space, and that doesn't make me feel like talking at all about it, period. And I'm seeing someone who actually shuts down in that space where they're tested on their faith principle. Okay, where when someone says, "Do you believe in this? Do you are you involved in this? Are you committed to this? Or what? You know, if you are, what is it?" And all that. And I'm seeing someone kind of being like, No. I'm hearing, if you're going to be like looking at me and talking to me about what I'm talking to myself about, and you think you're going to like air that on the radio, no. I'm hearing, I don't want to be tested on my theory here. And yeah, I'm hearing, even if I hold a wine glass in my hand, I'm not going to make it work just because I'm hearing Walter wants me to. I don't know what that's about, but you know, I mean, I'm hearing there's just a lot. There's a lot of I'm hearing gray hair and gray chances. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing blue skies and sunny days. I'm hearing specifically sunshine and 60s. I'm hearing specifically. It's like there's something that someone feels is marketable, has so much potential, okay, but feels hesitant, reluctant to put it on the receiving end, like to perhaps get feedback about it. Yeah, okay, I'm hearing strongly. It's like someone feels like they don't want to be criticized, and it's actually outlandish. I'm hearing specifically like they don't want to be, again, tested on something that I don't even want to sit in the driver's seat, because if I do, it's going to be a matter of what I think distance is, what I think distance means. I'm hearing if we're going anywhere, that means that we're going somewhere, and what does somewhere mean to you, and what does it mean to the one on the other end of the rainbow? I'm hearing sitting there waiting for the announcement. It's like someone feels perhaps that there are a lot of stars in that room as well to gaze up at. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing like someone who actually I'm hearing somewhere over the rainbow. It's like I'm seeing actually someone in the Wizard of Oz, and I'm seeing them kind of thinking to themselves, how is it that I make my way across? Do I need to like tell anyone else about my plan here? I don't know, to like get to the wizard in his castle, like, you know, or her castle, or their castle, whatever it may be. It's like, do I need to even tell anyone what I think the wizard really wants me to work on also? Like, why do I need to project my passion as a promise to anyone? I'm hearing anyone place, anyone person, at any one time, anyone thing as well as something that I feel indebted to. I'm hearing as well, like obligated to. Okay, so for a number, I'm hearing also it's simple as, well, I don't want to take my passion and turn it into a project, okay, that needs to be looked at also by a legal counsel. Okay, like this is not my idea of a venture. I'm hearing, or an adventure of a lifetime. And for a number of you, I'm seeing people like really look at you, and it could be your own, it could be yourself too, like, you know, seeing, wow, it's technically there's so much potential. But I'm seeing someone again, like kind of, it is, I will say it in this way as well, Taurus, it is, and it seems a little bit a matter of preoccupation, okay, where someone has a lot on their mind as well when it comes down to feeling and taking what they feel out in a way, I'm hearing in a public way, but also in a way that is to be actually produced. And I'm seeing someone actually feels very like uncomfortable with that process. Okay, it's almost like watching their baby go through some kind of like, I'm hearing workshop. I don't know what that's about. Like watching their child in a workshop playing with other kids or some, I don't know, something. And they're like, no, I don't want Chandler to be chewing on tape measures and bubble gum, and I'm not there to like, you know, kind of also cheer him on or not. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing like someone feeling like there's something also just a little risky, okay? And I'm seeing that it is something that feels very private to some of you. Maybe, you know, it's like this is your personal business, or maybe this is your personal story, right? It's something that perhaps you feel very much connected to. And it's kind of like, well, when I take that and then I try to reproduce it, or I make a manual about how to like teach it to other people, it makes me feel like I'm just kind of teaching. I'm hearing Gump how to Andy. I don't know what, I'm hearing Andy Warhol. And for a number of you, it could also be your technique, your creative technique in art. Okay, I'm hearing art specifically, like maybe some of you, you're a sculptor or a painter, and you have this technique, and like people are like, oh my god, if you could teach this to toddlers, I'm hearing you would be talking on TV pretty soon. I'm hearing as well for a number of you, and it's like, well, yeah, but I'm not just here to tell my story to all of the teachers and parents who don't play pretend. I'm hearing like I don't want it to get also tested or political. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. And so, you know, it's like I'm seeing that you're wondering, oh, I'm hearing teaching, parenting role. Like someone perhaps is questioning, who is to play that role even? Okay, like, and it's like, should it be the teacher? Like, how far does the teacher get involved also in the role as a parent even? And how can we kind of address them as kind of similar but separate, okay? So always to take it as well, but Taurus, I'm hearing specifically, there's something perhaps related to the concept of where and how the process of tailoring education is related to the long term. So let me say it this way, okay? For a number of you, someone has a vision, as I'm getting it. And there are so many versions that vision can technically be translated out as. When the vision becomes a verse that everyone sings together, inevitably there are different ways that everyone can kind of interpret it. Some people will sing it in silence, right? Okay. Some people will kind of solemnly remember and recall the romance. I'm hearing the letter. I'm hearing the ticket. I don't know what that's alluding to, but be kind of like the lyrics, okay? And I'm seeing, it's interesting, I'm seeing like, okay, yeah. So I'm seeing everybody has their way of also realizing their dreams. And it's not a one, I'm hearing one talk show, I'm hearing announcement that's going to tell everyone who we are and what we're about. It's not like that one time that we happen to also stumble upon the, I'm hearing the take-home message and offer it. I'm hearing in hand to the one who's telling it to us. I'm hearing through the receiver. I don't know what that's alluding to. For a number of you, it's like, how do I take what I care about most in this space and take it home first, all the way home, to make sure I mean it before I mention it. And so, okay, what I'm seeing for a number of you is this is a matter of feeling comfortable within the context of what you're working with, of what you're thinking about making public. For a number of you, this has to do with, how do I talk to myself about this space first and then feel comfortable communicating about it? So for a number of you, if you're thinking about having a conversation even with someone and they're kind of like not really receptive, the feeling may be, okay, that they need time perhaps to even test themselves in that space, okay, where they feel like they understand their ownership of what that means to them, whatever that is, whatever that opportunity even is, okay? So it's like, let's say you presented something to someone and they're not getting back to you. The feeling can be, well, it is not clear to them yet what that even is in their world, okay? As an opportunity in their mind's eye. And it could be also something that you're proposing. Let's say you're offering, and it's not something that, let's say perhaps you are necessarily offering. It could be something that you're proposing as an idea of what to do with what maybe can be a space of sharing even. And it's like, oh, maybe we can like share the space there. Maybe we could like share the house, and maybe someone hasn't gotten back to you. Well, maybe they don't know how they connect to that space yet. So the question of how do I share it becomes more pressing for them to answer the question first on their own with themselves. What do I feel that I connect to in this space? And if I am to connect to that, whatever that space is, how is it that I share it with others? With integrity and intention, to the point where I make very clear what I see in this space as a resource. And so I'm seeing someone actually being very direct in a certain way, with at least the desire to establish a certain space and realm of I'm hearing discussion that is deserved. I'm hearing specifically for the announcement. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone kind of like, I don't want to peek my head into the room and like have the conversation. Like, this is like, we need to really designate tables, chairs, tissue boxes, whatever we need to like get through the whole, I'm hearing letter also, conversation. And if someone doesn't have their quality statement, I'm hearing their quality stamp also ready. I'm hearing stock, brokers, brokerage, I'm hearing specifically, then we can't, break down the math problem for them, I'm hearing, or with them. This is something that they need to kind of have also saved up for, okay? And it could be financial, I don't know what that's alluding to, but, and then it needs to be eventually tested. And I don't know what that's alluding to, but specifically Taurus, perhaps for a number of you know that there are certain turns that need to be taken, and it's not, again, something perhaps that is going to be kind of like tugged at, okay? It's like, okay. So the feeling I'm getting is that I'm hearing this is a matter of the members crew. I'm hearing testing the members crew, okay? And I'm hearing audition, okay? It's always take as you will, Taurus, right? It can be taken in a number of ways, but again, the feeling I'm getting is that, and I'm hearing heartstrings, like you also can't like force someone to be vulnerable with you. I'm just hearing that way. Like, it's like you can't like, you can pull on someone's heartstrings, but you can't like tug on them, okay? That's taking it to another level, right? It's like it's almost like when if you were to like induce birth, okay? That's like the feeling I'm getting almost, all right? But anyways, Taurus, the feeling I'm getting is, again, that someone realizes that it will take time, okay, to have the right type of conversation about the right type of things in the right sequence, I'm hearing as well. It will take time. It will be, I'm hearing, a matter of history as well, and how we talk around it. I'm hearing specifically how we are willing to tell the same story to ourselves. I'm hearing in our own way, in a way that is brought from the past into the future. Interesting. So for a number of you here, this is a matter of how you are willing to talk about the future, even period. How are you willing to translate even what has been into what can be? And for a number of you, I'm hearing this is a big test. Yeah, I'm hearing it really comes down to the conversation. It really comes down to are we willing to have it. It really comes down to, are you sitting here telling me even that we are having the conversation? Right? It's like, at what point are we going to decide that this is a decision that we make to at least talk about it, or to at least tell each other that it will be a conversation? So for a number of you, though, again, it's not, if someone's not getting back to you on that, or if they're taking a really long time, it might not be necessarily that it's like, oh, they're fooling around, or they're messing around, or they're just after money, or they're not, they're not interested, or they're not invested. Not necessarily, okay? Like, some people may actually take that space of of involving themselves, even to have that heart of hearts. I'm hearing conversation, that heart to heart conversation. And wow, I'm hearing rainbows, rainbow kisses. I'm seeing like this, now I'm seeing like a fish or whatever this other character was that sort of looked like the armadillo, and it's like kissing the lion. It's so interesting. They just met. The way that I brushed it back, the way that it was kind of brushed back when they're meeting now. So, you know, I'm seeing like a squirrel now. Okay, also, all right, now, yeah, but you know, it's like, it's not, and I know it's a bit abstract, but I'm hearing Pisces, the fish. I'm also hearing that specifically right here. Okay. And I am seeing like this big, like starfish almost, like, again, kissing. This looks like a fox. Anyways, and I'm getting, it's like, you know, again, it's like we, some people, they take time. When they take something, especially if they take something seriously, and it could be that they either take it seriously or they don't take it on. Either they are the project, or they don't even like review the proposal. Like, I don't know what that's about, but they're very, perhaps either black or white, very also I'm hearing either interested or not, and you kind of can gauge that, right, by the way that they respond. But the feeling is that, again, I'm hearing da 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 da. What's that song by Michael Jackson? Da 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 da. Anyways, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm hearing everyone's got their demons. I don't know what that's about. Like, you know, people have their human nature. People have their human also relations. I don't know what that's. I'm hearing department as well, to kind of like finance. I don't know what that's about. Like, there is something that perhaps someone feels. Well, let's back up. I'm hearing humility, okay, and I'm hearing vibration. So there's something perhaps someone feels like they're just not. They're not ready yet to have that conversation. They're not feeling themselves in that space of having that conversation. And that's not personal, right, to the other person who is willing to have that conversation, right? Like, the other person, if the other person is willing to have the conversation, that doesn't reflect also how unwilling or willing the other person is to have the conversation. It's kind of like irrelevant. In a way, it can be considered. And at least to say that that might be what you're feeling around this time, Taurus, that, oh, you know, maybe it's not like, if they're not ready to have the conversation, it's not a reflection of me. It's just, you know, maybe they're not too sharp. Also, I'm hearing on their parenting skills. I don't know what that's about. Like, they're not sure of something when it comes to how they see themselves even. And it could be like, you know, let's say you asked someone, hey, do you want to like watch the kids, and they never got back to you, and it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Is it, they think I'm weird for asking them to watch my kids? Like, I don't know what that's about. But specifically Taurus, like someone else, I'm hearing lending a helping hand. Okay, like maybe there was a question of like, wow, like they're not willing to like also like teach my kids. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, it's like perhaps it led someone to feel that things were a little awkward. Things were also a little misunderstood. And be that the case, let's say someone asked someone to watch their kids, and then the other person didn't get back to them. Eventually, I'm hearing there is a realization that if someone's not ready to teach, not ready to also listen, not ready to learn, not ready to lead, okay, it doesn't mean that the other is, I'm hearing also like a loser. I don't know what that's about, but you know, maybe even like this feeling of like, oh, are you is like better or worse or good or not good, you know. So even if it is, let's say, a competitive space, okay, I'm seeing like someone, you know, it's not necessarily like, oh, if they're not willing to teach me, it means that they think I'm not like good enough, or like I'm not, you know, I'm hearing I'm not talk worthy, or no, not isn't necessarily going to be a reflection of what also your belief system is. Like, don't take it personally to say it in that way. If someone is not fully on board yet with what you have kind of developed also as your creative project or idea. So, you know, it's kind of like, if someone has their own qualms even about a certain space or industry, it's not necessarily going to, also I'm hearing lead others down. Okay, I'm hearing it's like someone's decision is not everyone's decision. Okay, that's what I kind of feel guided to say right here. It's not about how that person's decision, which is personal to them, represents the whole sort of philosophy around what you're doing, right? Like, even if, let's say, someone doesn't pass you, okay, for a certain test or whatever, you don't get an audition. It's like, is that a representation of the whole world? No. Wasn't Einstein considered crazy? Yeah. So, you know, let's just put it in perspective, guys. I'm hearing specifically, like, if someone hasn't really, and I'm just kind of feeling like maybe there might be some kind of space where you felt like, wow, I was really like not counted out. I'm hearing I was not counted out. Okay, interesting. Like, I was not perhaps even like I was not challenged in that space. Like, no one really gave perhaps some sort of feedback or like even like gave like translated my work in some way. Okay, like maybe, you know, like something was not published. I don't know what that's alluding to. Like, something was not publicized even, okay, like published. And it's like, you know, just because someone doesn't even like okay, to say it in the way that maybe it may be possible that someone just doesn't have the experience even, okay, to be able to have a full-length discussion or critique of what your work is. And, you know, it reminds me of actually writing. Okay, and why? Because I feel that writing is so personal and so subjective, right? Everyone has a different writing style. Who is to say? And I remember actually being in college and, you know, we were in this writing class and, you know, everyone has their way of writing. And it would always kind of like irk me. It'd be like, whoa, you know, how can someone grade someone's writing? Okay, there are always metrics, but how is it that someone can say that someone's writing is better or worse than another? Like, how is it that someone can say, oh, you know, you know, so it's kind of odd to think that if one person has also, fact-checked, I'm hearing specifically someone else's work in a certain way but doesn't have all the facts themselves in that industry to be able to give a comprehensive sort of overview or look at their work. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's not more to be learned there. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like, doesn't mean that there's not like something there, right? So, and for those of you who actually have a startup and you're looking for funding and you've reached out to some companies, let's say even venture capital, and like, people look at you and then they kind of like, they like look like a waxed image, okay, and they're not giving you real feedback for a number of you. I'm seeing, and you're kind of wondering, you know, what's that about? Like, they don't look like it's working for them. Like, I don't know whether, okay? Not necessarily, just because some, you know, maybe some venture capital firms actually don't feel comfortable investing in that space, and it's not because it's not a potential, I'm hearing, next Heathrow announcement. I don't know what that's about. Heathrow is a place in London. I believe it's an airport, actually, right? So it's like everyone has their perspective, all right? So thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. I'm hearing strongly. Okay. Libra has a legacy to leave. Okay, everybody has their own sort of, their own agenda, I'm hearing as well. And yeah, again, it could also get political. And again, just because someone is not like Jimmy Fallon, I'm hearing Falloning your stuff doesn't mean that you're not Jim Carrey. Okay, like plain and freaking simple as that. You're not the definition of someone's description of their own world as well. And I don't know what that's alluding to. Projection, I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyhow, Taurus, again, I'm hearing everybody is going to operate from a space that is more or less personal to them and subjective to them, and how can we kind of judge ourselves within the lens and through the lens of their persona, their personality. And that might actually be something that you realize, or that you feel, or that, and not to say that that is a right. I'm hearing specifically like a law, okay, or I'm hearing a master's degree program announcement. I don't know what that's about, but you can always take it as you will. There, but to say that it might be actually, oh, okay. I'm hearing it's something that I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm hearing, I feel like I need to analyze it. Okay, I'm hearing silk screen testing. Okay, so for a number of you, I'm almost seeing like, well, let's back up. Okay. What I'm getting is that, again, everybody's going to have also their timing. And it comes back here to the first concept that we touched upon right at the very beginning of the video. Everybody's going to have their time and their place to announce what they feel when they feel they're ready to announce whatever it is that they are at. Okay? So just because someone is ready to place the placard on the table, and just because someone else isn't, and just because, you know, their story is not in line with yours, or their I'm hearing their soup recipe is not split pea like yours. I don't know what that's alluding to, but you know, again, it's like, doesn't mean that you're not making the right decision for you. Doesn't mean that your decisions aren't right, period. And how is it that we can take the context of the situation and make it a conversation even, right? Like, how can we take I'm hearing the envelope and have it address the letter in a certain way, like where the address is even, you know, comes before the letter. Like, that's so weird, right? How can you determine what should be written based on the envelope? Like, sort of feeling like that's really the analogy. I'm hearing Leo strongly. And so for a number of you, I'm hearing this is actually a space that perhaps is a little bit testy politically, and is a little controversial, is a little bit rocky when it comes to, well, they hold this position, they hold this title. I don't care. I'm hearing, I don't give a shit. I'm hearing you could be Sheryl Crow. I'm hearing you could be Shania Twain. You could be also, oh, what's her name? I'm hearing Sharon. I'm hearing Sharon something. This is not how makeup is worn. I'm hearing this is not a contest of like how you look at yourself in the mirror. I'm hearing as well. It's like, to say it in the way, Leo, I'm hearing strongly, Libra strongly, Virgo, I'm hearing Venus strongly. To say it in the way that it's about not the image, but about the test. I'm hearing of how the dress is worn. And everybody has their own way of how they fit in the dress, of how they wear it, of how they trump it. I don't know what it's alluding to. Okay, of maybe their belief system that surrounds, you know, the type of dress that they see themselves wearing, what they want to do with the dress. I'm hearing after they wear it. I don't know what this is alluding to, but it's like there's something that perhaps someone feels will, again, I'm hearing, take time to kind of take to a point of talking about in a more constructive way. And for a number of you, it might be a space in which you've kind of been involved in talking about somewhat, but not to the point where you felt even ready, or felt that others might be ready to make it one that sits at the table with you all as an announcement. And yeah, I'm hearing it comes down to, is it going to be, I'm hearing I'm hearing a take-home quiz or not. At the end of the day, oh, the question was just that simple. Oh, are we just deciding on like if it's going to be, you know? So anyways, the feeling I'm getting though, again, Libra, I'm hearing right before we tune it out here, Taurus, is that you don't want to have to father. I'm hearing the victim of the bride. I don't know what that is alluding to. Victim of the bride? That's real nasty, Taurus. Come on, what? Okay. Who sent that one through? You know, it's like someone perhaps feels like they don't want to have to also make what they do makes sense within the context of what others do. Okay, I like to say it in that way also. I don't want to have to make what I believe in and what my evolution is, and what my decision is, makes sense within the context of how others evolve as well. And I don't know what that's alluding to specifically. What is evolution, right? For you in particular. But everybody has their way of also, I'm hearing, not only taking the test, I'm hearing, but also announcing. I'm hearing who the father of the bride is. I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, it could be a little somewhat political. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to hear. Enjoy this period. I'm hearing public as well. Really just announcing some kind of space. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, Taurus, love and light to enjoy this period. The mid-month readings, so the 15th to the 31st of July, are now available. You can access those via the link in the bio box below. Thank you all so much for your dear support with the channel overall. Thank you so much for connecting and tuning in. And thank you again for your dear support energetically above and beyond all. Love and light to you. Bye.